Hiya Tom, super session. I think the penny dropped in a number of key areas today. We just take a little look at it from down the line. It is coming on a treat, but it still needs tweaking if we're going to take your game to a higher level. If we take a little look at your backswing from down the line, first of all, the arms are moving in better, but not enough. You can see the club at that point just gets a little bit lost behind us, a little bit roll behind us, and the shoulder turn is a little bit flat in relation to the spine angle that we've created at setup. We'll look at it from face on. Good position at the top, maybe retaining that right knee flex a little bit too much. And again, swing it to the top here. Much better position, still a little bit across the line, but nowhere near as much as it used to be. Much more connected at the top and looking pretty solid at that point on. However, as we look at the downswing, the tendency is still to straighten that lead leg a little bit early. We don't quite keep moving forward for long enough. And again, as we get that right or that lead leg straightening, the club gets put out in front of you. You can see that the right heel is popping up rather than rolling in. Club working left through impact, and you coming out of your inclination to the ground. You can see that there's a gain in height as you come through. As we discussed during your lesson, your ability to continue to move forward as the lead leg straightens is what keeps you in your angle of tilt towards the ground. If we take a little look at you here with a medicine ball, we see an improvement in your movement straight away. You can see as you take that back, the arms work in much more than we were seeing up here on the top left. Just take you back. Much better movement in relation to the arms, and also a much steeper shoulder turn, more at 90 degrees to the angle at which we were inclined to the ground on the way back. On the way through now with a heavier object, we're encouraged to continue to move forward for longer. You can see the right heel now, rather than popping up, actually rolls in towards the target. And because you continue to move forward, you can see there that your angles are much more maintained through the hitting area. So that's the exercise that we need to work on in between sessions. If we look at it towards the end of your session, we're trying to get the hands. We've suggested that we put another club down on the ground, get the hands tracing it. That's a much better position at that point, a little bit less across the line. But again, we can see that the tendency is just not quite to move forward long enough, and we can see that we come out of our angles a little bit too early. So the key footage to focus on is the footage of you with the medicine ball. I'm going to play this through a few times for you, just so that you can get it clear in your head. Work the arms in. Continue to move forward. Tucking the butt under the torso, extending in the finish. Arms in. You can see here there's a much better move forward. There's less of a tendency to straighten everything up. The legs do need to straighten. You do need to push up off the ground, but you do that from impact onwards, not before impact. And as we said earlier, your ability to continue to move forward here and beyond is what keeps you in your angle of inclination to the ground as you come through impact. It's also what gives you that right tilt. If you look at it from face on, away from the target, coming through the goal, coming through the shot, which is going to give you some lift on your shots and encourage that ball to take off higher and turn right to left when using driver. Good luck with it, and I'll see you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.